It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we'll be watching Garrett Williams, who's been stepping up to the challenges all season, now with 8 interceptions. It's the Cards and the Niners, all that and more, coming up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Stage is set, ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
When we sat down with him earlier in the week, Mike, as you would imagine, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up the fact that he had 4 interceptions in last week's game. You could tell it was still on the top of his mind. He was still working to put it behind him. I think my biggest takeaway was just how excited he was to get back on the field and have a fresh start. And I think we want to see him get off to a fast start here early, get some easy completions, put last week behind him. If he can move forward and he can play to the level he's capable of, I think they're going to have a lot more success here in this one today. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He's got his tight end, Kittle. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, 49ers.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up with.
2nd down, Murray. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Murray going to hand this to Benson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Murray. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. On 3rd down, Murray. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So on 4th down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. This will be returnable from his own 15. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And we show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. They'll roll out here with Purdy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And this will wind up a Niners 1st down. He's got this up to the 35. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. They run once more with McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position, but this time he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
This one is caught by Robinson. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He's going to keep it himself.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back in the Bay Area after this. First and 10. To throw, Purdy. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
3rd down. Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cards offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And he enters the final weekend on top of the league in rushing yards by a quarterback. He has been dynamic all season long. Whoa! And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And now it's 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. On the handoff, McCaffrey. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Dalvin Tomlinson fighting off the blocks to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Purdy works out of the pistol. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This from 40 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a 1st down. McBride is the motion man. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
On comes the punter now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down, a pickup of 9. Off the play fake, Purdy. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Buda Baker with the coverage defensively, able to break that one up. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That is caught. It's Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to slide down with the 1st down inside the 5. That's 17 yards, and that's a 1st down. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
To return is Greg Dortch. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They find themselves down 13-0 here. They try to get things started offensively. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
3rd and long. On 3rd down, they go with Benson. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He keeps it himself. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season, as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now Murray on first down. That one caught by Wilson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down. Again, it's Benson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. It's a designed run for Murray. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, and he'll bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. That one is good. And the Cardinals are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Purdy. He's got his man right side. It's complete. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Niners first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
1st and 10 for Purdy. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the 49ers will extend their third quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
A draw to Benson. And this will be a Cardinals first down as he gets this up to the 42.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Here's Murray. Here's a screen set up for Benson. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find any. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Looks like a design run with Purdy. This one's going nowhere. Going backwards. He'll be down at the 4-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
It's a pickup of 12. First down, 49ers. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They run once more with McCaffrey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 5.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
Second down and 3. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. A give for McCaffrey running right. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
The 49ers out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start out with a run, and it's Benson.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Out of the pistol, it's Murray. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Murray now on 2nd down. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They put Wilson in motion. Murray going to hand this to Benson. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. They'll go again with Benson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Now it's McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down. They'll bring him down at the 28. But the sticks will move. 1st down picked up on the ground. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win here for the 49ers. They finish off the regular season with some momentum. And they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.